Hello! Firstly, Happy New Year. Starting it off great because I'm sick. But anyway, over the last few weeks, because of Christmas and also just like buying a few things myself, I've managed to create a brand new pedal board, which I'm about to show to you now. Hopefully you like it, and maybe you'll learn a few things and buy a few things from this yourself. So, I don't know, just thought it'd be a fun way to kick off the year. This definitely is not complete. Throughout the year I'm probably going to buy loads of extra stuff for it, but I thought might as well show you now what I have, so at the end of the year I can look back and just see how much I've improved. So let's get things started. Firstly, I want to say I'm using a ESP Limited 256. Then I'm also using you might not be able to see it, but it's a Boss Katana 50 in the back. That's the amp I'm using. I've just got kind of medium settings on. I'll show you quickly actually. This is what the amp sounds like with no pedals at all. Not too bad. Kind of rocky, but not too metally, but with all the pedals, you can make it metally if you want to. So, anyway, first things first, I have a tuner. Standard. You should have this on any pedal board really. A tuner is ideal. It's rather accurate. It's a Donner something. Can't actually remember. A Donner DT1 standard. Going from that, I'm going into my noise suppressor pedal, which is new. I got that for Christmas. It's the Boss Noise Suppressor NS2. It's really good. Okay, so I'm going to show you quickly when all my pedals are on. I'm going to show you quickly like what it sounds like. It's not the cleanest thing in the world, but you turn it on and boom, no sound. It's perfect, it's really good. So going from that, I'm going into my distortion pedal. So basically, I've got everything off. That's what it sounds like. Put the distortion pedal on. Honestly, it doesn't sound too different there, but it really helps it just like crank up the gain a little bit, and you can use it as a boost. If you're playing something a bit cleaner, I do need to get a proper boost though for when I'm playing like stuff with a lot of distortion, because you can't really hear much of a difference using this. But like if you go into like drop D, then you can hear quite a difference. So then distortion on. It's quite a difference. Going from my distortion, I'm going into my tap delay. Which is probably one of the best purchases I've got. Well, actually, it's not. I didn't even buy it myself. Oh, I'm lying to you. Santa brought it for me. I got it for Christmas. It is brilliant. So if you don't know how a tap delay works, you kind of just, rather than having it, you're setting it beforehand, and then that's how your delay works, which is how this other delay works. I'll show you in a second. But basically, you just tap to whatever tempo you want it to be at. So. But then maybe you want to play something that's a little bit faster, so like. You get the idea. Very cool. Going from that, I'm going into my second delay, which I did have before, just using it as my normal delay, but now I'm using it as like a swell delay, if that makes sense. So I use it basically to turn it on. I have everything at 0, my volume, and then I swell in. If you play it without swelling, it sounds awful. Or you can only use it for swelling. But yeah, if you compare it like without, if you swell in without the actual delay on, yeah, it cuts out, but with the delay, still goes on for a little while. Sounds very pretty. I definitely need to get a volume pedal so I don't have to use, do the swells using the little knobs of the guitar. Going from the delay, I think I'm going into, the drop pedal. This is my favourite pedal. It's the best pedal I've ever bought. I did buy this one myself. Literally, if you've got 100 quid and you want to buy a really good pedal that's going to save you from buying strings and new guitars just for certain tunings, get this. It's so worth it. Say I'm in drop D and I want to be in drop C sharp, just go to setting 1 and Done. Setting 2. Drop C. Perfect, right? Then you want to play some like old Bring Me Horizon, so you want to be in like drop A sharp. Brilliant, right? This can go down a whole octave, so say you haven't got a bass player, because you can never find a bass player, can you? So you just want to... Boom, got a bass player because you're playing in an octave lower. It is the best purchase I have ever made. It's so good. I highly recommend. Lastly, definitely not leastly, is that a word? We've got my loop station. This is the Boss RC3. This was the first ever pedal that I bought. Yeah, it's not bad. It's pretty good. So literally just like... and it will just repeat everything you're doing, everything you're playing, and then you play over it. Pretty cool. Be better if you could play better than me, which definitely isn't difficult. But yeah, the loop pedal overall is like really good. You've got these 2 settings, so you can have how loud you want the volume that you're playing, and then the volume that is repeating, if that makes sense. So definitely worth a purchase. It's better if you have a solid amp. This amp doesn't really work with it, because when you've got 2 gains playing, they kind of get a bit muddy and you can't really hear the difference in them. So I would recommend having a better amp than I do, unless you're just playing clean stuff. Honestly, if you have it clean, it sounds perfectly fine. But overall, I don't think it's a bad pedal board. I'm quite happy with it, and it works for me. And well, I'm looking to improve it, and hopefully over the next year I can add lots of stuff to it to make it really good. So anyway, I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate that. And yeah, till the next time, take care and Happy New Year.